Time to do some prep work for race week. Starting off by getting the new tires put on this side. Now I know I'm replacing the 2 tires on this side, but I'm gonna run the 2 new ones on the back. So just don't be saying like, oh, you should put the 2, like they're not gonna be right. Like, I know that. It's just that these 2 happen to be the worst 2, so I'm taking them off before I replace them and then follow to put the 2 new ones on the back. I'm also going to hit those wheels with a quick polish too, because they look like crap now after, you know, sitting out in the rain and all that stuff from just being on a trailer. And I do have the power ball and the right polish and everything to do that, what I never did before, because I did it on my Newell wheels and they look killer. So that's gonna come out nice. This thing had a dead battery and I charged it. At least I think I charged it, so I'm gonna fire it up, see if it actually does. I gotta put new valve stems in too, the bolt-in ones, so they're safer. Yay! Sometimes it's not happy when it's cold. So I got the valve stems pulled out. That's gonna make it easier to polish around them, and I had to take them out anyway, put the new ones in. And I cleaned off just the main dirt on the wheel and the backside. So now we're gonna take it over there and shine these things up. Kobe. Polishing's going pretty well. Those little ball attachment things make it so easy. You can see it. I didn't really even put a whole lot of time or effort into this, just kind of went over it real quick, and this is what the other one looks like that I haven't touched yet. It's just all dull and blah. I mean, the black on the anodizing is not great looking. I can't really, I don't know if I could polish that or buff it or smooth it out or something, but whenever it's actually on the Escalade, you can't really tell because there's not like direct light on it, so I'm not too worried about it. Got the wheels cleaned up enough and got the slicks soaked up. I'm trying something new this time where you just kind of spread like dish soap around the inside of the slick. Allegedly it helps it hold air better. I've never done it before, but I'm gonna try it and report back on it, because historically these tires have not held air very well for me, because my Escalade spends a lot of time outside, whether it be parked because I'm driving it, or riding on a trailer. If it's sitting on a trailer that I'm driving, it's in the sun all day. Obviously it's on an open trailer, and these tires will start to just seep air after a while. Well, I heard that you can rub dish soap around on the inside, and for whatever reason it kind of seals up the pores of the rubber, because it's a bias ply tire. There's not as much material in there to kind of hold the air, I guess. So I'm trying that over here on these new ones. I mean, they're new, so inherently they're going to hold air better than the others two anyway. But on the other two, I've been soaking the sidewalls in WD-40 because it'll like absorb it, and it's actually really impressive how that's been working. Like the sidewalls were visibly dry, and I gave them a couple coats of WD-40, kind of spread it around. 20 minutes later, I walk back, it's dry again. Like it absorbed all of it. I did that a couple times. The next day I go back and they hadn't leaked out nearly as much air as they normally do, because I think the rubber absorbs it and expands a little bit and just holds that much more air because of it. Now you can't un-dry rot a tire, but it's definitely helping. And I'm gonna start doing that more often. It's for just a preventative thing, to just keep the sidewalls dry, or keep them from drying out, like keep them moisturized, like, you know, putting hand lotion on your skin kind of thing. Even with these ones, I mean, they're new now, but eventually they're gonna dry out too. So I'm tired of getting tires every year just because they don't hold air anymore when I'm not even running out the tread. It's kind of annoying, but it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. So I'm gonna get those bead lock rings on, and then we're gonna change the oil, and I may pull those other 2 tires off after that, because I want to get the oil done, get that changed now, get it out of the way, and then do the other side, wheels and tires, because I may actually go have them popped off the bead anyway, just so I can soap them better, because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get the soap in there with them still attached to the wheel on the backside, and it'll make them harder to polish too. So I'm not sure. That'll be a project for tomorrow, but today I'm just going to get these back on there and we're going to change the oil. Now what I'm doing with these is I get them all started like that. Sometimes they get kind of tight just because the ring is pushing up against them, or there's a little bit of crud in the thread. It's just the nature of being on a wheel. But I get them all started by hand first, whole way around. Then I move over to this and I'll run them down, not like not all the freaking ugga-duggas, just enough so it's like down. And then I go over to the torque wrench, give it some, you know, periodically. I don't go full torque each way, but you're supposed to go from, you know, alternate so it's like the right way. I don't know, you know what I mean. You do it in stages, so it's not like all 22 foot-pounds at the same time. You'll do like 10 the whole way around, and then you go up to it so it's like you're not smashing it and kind of wrapping the tire on. It's a nice progression. I'm doing that one right now. I just did this side, aired up the tire to 30 psi, seated just great. I think that soap in there helped it do that. It didn't even go like, it just went, you know, smooth, flawless. Getting this side done, and then I'm gonna move over there. Got my headphones in, plugging away. I was just listening to Mark Martin's podcast again from like his last 2 years, because he kind of does them in like chronological order. Or at least right now he's doing them in chronological order of his career, like document that. So that's pretty interesting to hear, like, you know, pull lessons from and whatnot. That's pretty much what I do while I'm working. I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm almost always working with headphones in, and I'm almost always listening to a podcast of some kind, whether it be Andy Frisella, Ed Milet. Actually, Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street guy, has a really interesting podcast, and it's all like kind of tactical information on, you know, your mindset, business stuff, and like anything like that, just success in general. Like Mark Martin, he's not talking about business, but he's talking about his success within racing, and he's not even talking about it in a way to like teach other people, but when I hear the story, I can digest it and process those lessons out of it from what I need to know, just as a byproduct of knowing what I'm listening for from those other guys. So it's kind of what I do, if you're wondering. That's why I always got headphones in, and I'm not going to bother to take them out, because I'm going to hit the stop button on this GoPro, hit the play button right here, and just keep going back doing what I was doing. Just changing some oil, filling up the filter, let it do its old glug thing. I'm not going to show you what it looks like under there, because it's ugly. It's a little soggy. I don't like it. I hate it. I'm not going to think about it, because it drives me literally insane that it could be dirty under there. When I built this thing, it was all perfect and clean and spotless, and I put so much time into that, and now it's gross because I drive it everywhere, and it's a freaking regular vehicle. But this is part of the deal. So getting this put in, got the oil drained, we'll get it filled back up. I got the new tires on the back like I said I was going to. Boom. And I am soaking the sidewalls in WD-40 to get them, you know, sponged back up on the old tires, the 2 that I didn't replace. Hindsight, I should have just got all 4, but I didn't because I'm cheap. But you can see what I'm talking about, how they leak. And this was actually the tire that held the best air. It's still doing this. See, I spray that on there, and you can see that it is absorbed it already along this crown. I've done this a few times, so I'll spray more on there until it gets glossy. And it will do the same thing. You'll see. Oil's changed, ready to rock. Let's fire this thing up. This is Skippy. He works at a nice cardboard desk in the office. And I guess he's got a big old flag now. Those suction cups are pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, like $150 amount.
It was what?
It's like $150.
This man is committed to being patriotic. Logan came to the shop at like 11:45 last night to rescue this guy here at the Charger. I guess he had some kind of problem on the side of the road, and they came back with a flatbed at 1 in the morning. Logan made a call to help this guy out, and he took him to work too. Let's go see what they're doing in there. I gotta get the other 2 tires. I'm gonna take them over to a tire shop and have the backside of the bead popped off real quick, just so it's easier for me to polish them and then like soak the insides, because I'm more concerned about those 2 tires leaking than the new ones. See, this is what I was talking about with the WD-40 soaking up. It's like dry now, and it's, I don't know, you can't feel it. I can feel it, but it's like soft. Didn't used to be that way.
$145 million.
Just doing some math.
Yeah.
$145 million.
Yeah.
Is that how much money it's going to take to finish your car?
Yeah. Basically.
How much I get paid?
You should be, for making 1 a.m. road calls.
Yeah, I know.
No one does that.
Gotta take care of the customers.
I'll show you this other tire here. The one that I showed you a couple minutes ago. It soaked it all up. It didn't on the edges, because it's a thicker part where it probably wasn't as dry anyway, but up in here, it took it all. Almost all of it, and it feels way softer because of it. So I'm gonna load this one up and the other one into my truck and go get those popped off. As far as the rest of the prep goes on this thing, I just gotta like clean some random crap out of it. Like, there's a bunch of random stuff floating around in here. I got my air mattress because I'm gonna be camping in it again, like I did on drag week the very first time. So that'll be interesting. And close to note, Cooper texted me yesterday saying that there's like too much stuff going on back at the shop. We're gonna be gone for 5 days, so he can't go anymore. So I guess I'm back to free balling it, which kind of sucks, because I was looking forward to doing that, but you know, stuff happens. I get it. I've stayed home from things before too, because sometimes you just gotta get things done.
Boom. Boom.
It's your casting couch.
This is my Taco Bell couch. What? Yeah, these are all beans, John. Okay.
That's not his desk, by the way. That's his desk over there.
I don't know where my desk went.
I don't either. Where's your computer?
We had customers,
So we had to look presentable.
You threw his computer away?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
I worked hard on that.
Where's Logan?
Kids are in here. Playing with it.
They're like,
Rocket ship. Well, in the name of getting this video edited, uploaded, and posted, while I still have time to get everything done that I need to get done, I'm gonna cap it here. There's really not a whole lot left to do besides the same 2 things I already did on the other tires, which I showed you. So I'm gonna get to that. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little bell thingy so you get a notification when I post a video, because my plan is to make a video every day of race week, and like I will sit in the Escalade and edit it and upload it over my phone hotspot if I have to. I'm gonna do my best to get a video up from every day, start to finish. That's my plan. Unless something catastrophic happens, I'm not able to, that's what I'm gonna do, so don't miss it.